series of Connecticut Independence Caucus candidate interviews. We're here with Vincent Forras. Vince is a first-generation American who was raised in Queens. He spent his summers working in his father's business, Chase Scientific Research. He graduated from Manhattan College with a degree in teaching, but came home at his father's request to run the family business. And under his leadership, the business grew from a $500,000 business to 3 companies with an annual income of over $10 million. In addition, as you can see, Vince is a volunteer firefighter, and he was seriously injured in the 9/11 rescue efforts. And in the aftermath of that, he founded Gear Up Foundation to help the families of those who perished at Ground Zero. And we're pleased and honored to have you here. And we want to extend our thanks from all of the people who are leaders in the grassroots movement that you're willing to come here and spend an hour talking with us. I'm going to start the interview by having each member of the committee introduce him or herself just briefly. Then we'll ask you to make a brief statement, and we'll go through some questions, and it should probably take about an hour.
Great.
All right? I'll begin. I'm Sherry Harris. I come here through the Shelton 912ers, which was founded by Linda just a year ago, and currently has over 220 members. I'm also a 20-year member of the Eastern Republican Town Committee, and I'm the coordinator for the 4th Congressional District for the Independence Caucus. We'll start down here. John, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm John Beidler. I am from Southington, Connecticut. My primary organization with the Grassroots Alliance is the Connecticut Patriot Alliance, and I'm very pleased to be here.
I'm Hector Guerra. I am from Shelton, and I come through the Shelton 912.
I'm Carol Sisson. I'm from the Tea Parties in Hartford, and that's about that.
My name is Mickey LaCrosse. I am also a member of the 912 group of Southern Connecticut, which is what we're referring to as the Shelton group, but it is Southern Connecticut.
My name is Linda Carrieri, and thank you for saying Southern Connecticut, because I'm from Stamford.
Yes.
And I'm also part of Independence Caucus, and it's been quite an interesting year, and I'm very glad you were able to come.
I'm Tricia Galloway from Trumbull. Got involved a number of years ago going up to Hartford for public hearings on state legislative matters, and got involved with the 912 group, a different one, about a year ago. Joined the RTC in my town, got on for a district in January, and I'm also have been involved with Icaucus for, I don't know, 6 or 8 months at least.
All right. And if you'd just like to make a brief statement, we would appreciate that.
Sure, absolutely. First, it's an honor to be here with such radicals, you know, that love our country so much, and you guys are putting in such time and effort to screen and find viable candidates. Your efforts reach out to ordinary Americans who are trying to do extraordinary deeds, and for me, your history on me is spot on, and I wish actually Monica would remember so much about me in a way. But you know, I'm answering the call to serve, and for me, this is such an honor. 9/11 changed my life in ways that, you know, I can't even express. But everyone in this room has a story of how 9/11 changed their lives, and for me to experience both the best and the worst of what our world has to offer in a microcosm at Ground Zero. You know, we answered a call, we served, and brought together people from every walk of life who had a mission to serve our country, to do their job at Ground Zero. And the thing was that there was a tomorrow did come, that there was a sunrise on 9/12 and 9/13, when many Americans didn't know that tomorrow was going to come. So for us, we experienced that firsthand, and then the love and brotherhood that spread throughout that site and throughout this country was unlike anything I've ever experienced in my life. And I miss that feeling, that feeling that America came together over something. I believe that the president at the time galvanized a patriotic feeling in this country. I think he was maligned by the media and many people intentionally because he did something so extraordinary. and his legacy would have been too great, I think, if he was allowed to continue on that path. That's just my personal opinion. I believe that he did what was necessary based on what was thrown ahead of him at the time, and we just followed our best. My son joined the Marines right after 9/11. He was in high school at the time. It inspired him to answer the call for our nation to serve. He still serves. And this Sunday he comes home after a 7-year deployment. And I'm tickled pink to be here and to just be looking forward to his arrival. And he's staying in the military. He'll just be home for a while I do this campaign. They're going to allow him to come out with me. And I believe that the candidates that are on the block right now are, I'm not going to pat myself on the back, but if I'm not answering this call, I'm not really that enthusiastic about any one of them that are entering this race and offering themselves up. If these guys are the best that we have to offer, I'm worried. I'm very worried, very concerned. And you know, I'm just honored and privileged to be here tonight. I'm looking forward to your questions. I don't want to be long-winded, even though we've made this is our 3rd time lucky that we're here with the weather and everything. So I just hope and pray that that my appearance here was worth the wait. And you know, for me it was, because just to meet you guys and to see who's affiliated with this group is just very uplifting. So thank you for having me.
All right, we'll start. We'll have John ask